Okay.
And go. So this episode is that's the fifth episode of the season.
Flavor of Love.
Called "What Happens in Flavor Stays in Flavor."
Wow.
Which is just a really great title.
They're putting in a lot of effort.
Yeah, a lot of effort here. Last episode, Sweetie went home.
Yes.
She went out with a bang and some slurs. And Hottie made one of the most interesting chickens I've ever seen.
Haunting could also describe it.
Haunting, yes. Just incredible. I love Hottie. Just an absolute mess.
She's so bananas.
She's just wild. Just absolutely wild.
So bananas.
So this episode, we start off by Smiley makes Flav breakfast in bed.
Yep.
Which he's very appreciative of. And
yeah, he really likes that. Smiley is, I think, she's sweet. Libra.
Yeah.
Charming.
Yeah. She seems very genuine and just very, she just seems like a kind, cool person.
Yeah.
Flav wakes the girls up and tells them that they're going to Vegas.
Yes. And I know we talked about this, and I know that they had a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
They might have spent one night there, but I'm not really convinced that they did.
Yeah.
It was like, it just shows them like leaving Vegas, and it's like, it looks like the middle of the night.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they had a obviously private jet that took them there. And because if they're in California, I mean, the flight between Vegas and California is not long at all.
45 minutes.
Yeah. So very, very quick. We find out that
the drive was very long. It's a couple hours.
Yeah. We find out that Pumpkin is afraid of flying,
which I just think is my note for that is literally Pumpkin hates planes, boring, have a better fear. Like we're all afraid of planes crashing. I don't know. I get it, but it just doesn't seem very original. Points against. I'm also not buying it.
Yeah, part of me was like, is she doing this to like just putting on a show?
Time.
Like she's like, oh, I know how to pull focus.
Yeah, be interesting while we're taking a flight, and it's like, I hate this. Like
me, we get it. Flying,
how did she get there? How did she get to this show? She lives in like bombfuck. Like she lives in the middle of nowhere. So it's like, did you walk? Did you walk to the Flavor of Love house?
That is true.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I hate flying. How'd you get here?
Because she said that this is the first time she's been on a plane. I'm pretty sure she says that in the episode.
How did she get here? She took the Greyhound?
She hitchhiked. She took a taxi. The most expensive taxi.
Since Will Smith.
Wait, what?
Because he took the taxi from Philadelphia to Bel Air.
Oh, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days.
Yeah, very silly. But what were we talking about? Oh, how she got to the show. Yeah. Yeah, because she's from Oklahoma. She's from someplace in the middle of the country.
Bible Belt.
Yeah. She's someplace where they let you look like that with your hair. Broken. We saw a lady yesterday and we were trying to guess. She obviously had extensions in. She had very blonde hair when we were at the fest. And it was us. I'm like, how long do you think her real hair is? And immediately we both go,
Chin.
I just think it's so funny.
Yep.
Anyway, hairstylist humor. But yeah, this show is like, this episode is not that exciting, but now that we're talking about it, it is funny. Like, just
there's some stuff in here that are like, it's just I mean, the whole show is ridiculous. So there's like certain stuff that's just like
so ridiculous. I mean, yes, they have to see. So the whole thing is they go play roulette to see who is the luckiest, and then whoever wins him the most money at the roulette table wins the date.
And Flav also gives them, when they go into the hotel room, he has a rack of dresses for them, which all the dresses are very cute, but all I kept thinking of is they all look like when I went to Macy's to look for prom dresses. That's what they look like. And I was sliving. I just put New York looks incredible and Hottie looks like a flapper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they all play roulette.
Yeah, and
I think the only person that actually like really wins money, I mean, New York. And
I don't know that any.
I don't think anybody else really made any money. So I know that New York ends up going to...
I know everyone is mad that New York wins.
Oh, nobody wanted New York to win. It was really funny. They were all just like hoping that New York would end up losing.
Yeah, and it's also funny to me, this is her first one-on-one date with Flav.
Yeah, and she's already let it out that she loves him.
She's already told his mom that, but she's about to. She's about to drop some bombs on our boy Flav.
Yeah, I did.
Fantastic job.
I'm sure they'll find something to do, twiddle their thumbs, knit, whatever, play with themselves. I don't know what they're doing.
It would have been cool to win this thing, but it didn't happen like that.
Hoops
so
looks absolutely.
it was a strip club.
She
across the
really
street,
does,
and that's where we decided to go. Okay, let's go. Oh, as soon as we heard that music, I swear our spirits were like, woo, out the roof, and we just started dancing.
I just love that they're just having a good ass time.
I thought we were gonna see like sexy people, and then it's just them being goofy, and I really like it.
I know, they're just having a good time. While meanwhile, New York
Being
and
that this
Flav.
was my first one-on-one with Flav,
First.
I felt like I had a chance to rekindle whatever we had already built. You know, this was my shot to up it a few notches. What you need is emotional and mental support. And
when she says what you need is mental and emotional support, do you think that she's the one to do that? Or do you think this is a rhetorical question, honestly. I just had to just pause that for a second so
it's honestly calls back to the only other time that they really have any significant one-on-one time together that we see is when oh my gosh, my brain. What just happened? Oh, at the hot tub.
We glitched.
Glitched
in the simulation.
Sorry, the Wi-Fi is really bad here.
My brains aren't getting a good signal.
Yeah, my brain isn't getting a good signal on the satellite.
Oh, sorry, I just took your pen.
Oh, it's our editor's pen. He gave them to me so I had stuff to color with.
What is ADHD?
What is ADHD? Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say again.
Ah!
No. Oh, the hot tubs. So the one-on-one in the hot tub where it's literally Rain screaming at her, "You're a fucking demon," and then her saying, "You need a woman who can be a peace. You need
peace in your heart,
peace in your home,
peace in your home.
You need someone who's gonna love you." And then meanwhile, on the way there, she's literally instigating and causing someone. She's mind fucking people.
I wanted to mind fuck her, and she let me.
Yeah. I wanted to, yeah, it's so crazy. So I just think it calls me back to that. And I do wonder, because of what we'll kind of see how this plays out, when she's saying this to him this time, he's had enough time maybe to see how bananas she is.
Absolutely.
I wonder if he's starting to catch a whiff of it being a little BS.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can smell that.
Yeah.
So now...
But she also does this with him.
This is...
Oh my god. I would need a water break or something. Again, the poor servers. Girl, you better eat your lobster.
Right. So
Kiss time. 8 minutes and 27 seconds.
that's a long time.
I like making out. It's fun.
It
It can
is.
be a lot of fun. Making out for 8 minutes and 27 seconds in a restaurant while people are actively bringing food to your table.
And also, the food's just sitting there.
And they're making out.
My little Taurus, Moon, and Mars self is like, this can wait.
If there's lobster in front of me and you're trying to put your lips on my mouth, you had better also be a lobster. or a big carafe full of butter.
Oh, yes.
And you're just actually being poured onto me.
She's
Like
my
that
cherry
pie.
pie.
like that Jessica Simpson washing the car thing, but
Yes.
it's just like me wringing out a rag full of butter. And I'm washing, instead of a car, it's a giant lobster. Lobster tail.
Yes.
Anyway,
oh my
if
god.
you are a giant lobster and this sounds like a good time to you, slide in our DMs.
Sign the DM.
What's
I'm
their
interested.
sign pod?
I'm interested. So New York then tells Flav that she loves him. And I'm pretty positive that he also realizes that was a little early.
I've been watching how much you've been feeling me. Nobody showed me feelings like the way you did. I'm loving you, man. She treated your man Flav like a man is supposed to be treated by his woman. But the thing that scares me about New York is could she take me being around other women? When I hurt someone's feelings, that bothers me. And there's gonna be times when they're gonna be around me and I'm gonna have my lips on other women. You know, I don't want a woman that's gonna put a leash on me.
I don't want to be left out. Then why were you like talking?
I want you to calm yourself down.
I'm territorial.
And it bothers me.
Of course I'm gonna be a little upset. It's obvious. Like really developing real feelings for you and truly cherish you and respect you and do anything in my power for you. I love you.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot to unpack there because I feel like one, him saying that
There's gonna
like,
be times when I have my lips on other women.
and it's like,
Okay.
for sure, bro. I guess do women really want him that bad?
Okay, so that was what I was thinking. Is like you had 20 women in a house who are really competing for like screen time and stuff, and there's a number of them who did not want to put their lips on you.
No.
So
One of them went home last episode.
Like literally, because it was gonna take her 3 more. She goes to church, reads her Bible. She's gonna take her 3 more weeks to put her for him to taste her mouth.
Ugh. It's still the worst thing in the world. I hate it.
Also, I'm gonna have my lips on other women.
Like, sir.
I love it's like I could be hanging. Sorry if you just heard me burp. It's that was a real one. That was not on purpose. That was it. It just happened to me. Yeah, like it's like, oh, I'm gonna be around other women to immediately I'm gonna have my lips on them, and it's like, okay. I mean, I get it if he wants to be a like poly king, like, go for it. Like, have that open relationship, have that communication. I think he is,
but that's not what he means.
No,
he means I want to be able to pretty much do whatever I want,
and you
but
don't get to.
No, oh god, no, because you know that if she were going around putting her lips on other men, he'd be like, wow, 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 wow.
Isn't that part of why him and Brigitte broke up too? Is like I just remember her yelling at him like, you have double standards.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't. Anyway, so
Mhm.
yes, obviously a very flawed perspective, but it's yeah, you're asking for a partner who is okay with you being maybe not super emotionally supportive.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is, I mean, the whole show is a red flag, but
the whole show is a red flag. But yeah, they end up leaving. It looks like in the middle of the night or early morning. They all look exhausted.
Yes.
And when they come back, I think they have like a talent show where they all have to like do different things for his attention.
So they do he says he wants to do a 5 senses challenge. So,
right.
You know, taste, touch, see, and taste and smell. Yes.
Taste, touch, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching, and then psychic powers.
Psychic powers.
I have like ESPN or something.
I have like ESPN or
There's
something.
There's a 25% chance it's already raining.
So he's gonna start off by smell, and I wrote down that he says that pumpkin smells like bacon, Hottie smells like marshmallows, oyster smells like spaghetti sauce, Goldie smells like chicken wings, Hoops smells like fried rice. I think that's what I wrote. And Smiley smells like steak. New York smells like broccoli. Smiley and New York win that one.
How does broccoli and steak win over marshmallows? I mean, I get not wanting to hang out with Hottie, but if somebody was like, which smells better, marshmallows or broccoli, I'm going marshmallow. Yes. There's marshmallow scented candles at Bath and Body Works. There are not broccoli scented anything, probably.
Could you imagine a steak and broccoli scented?
Ooh, like a beef and broccoli, like from a Chinese restaurant? I would actually I don't know that I need a candle, but I would eat it. That sounds delicious. I'm hungry.
So the next one is a singing challenge, and I think we should just listen to this.
1, 2, 3.
Of the three. Of the free. In the home. In the home. In the home of the
It's something she has to be able to offer to the world, and I guess it's the gift of song.
Goldie! Oh, if you were listening, Goldie was talking about Hottie. Hottie was the one that did the best. That is so funny. There's something that she has to offer. The world is a gift of song. That's so good.
I just think Goldie has the best commentary about Miss Hottie.
She really does. Absolutely. All right, so then the next one is taste. Which I like how he has a fork and knife.
He's gonna lick the girl?
He's gonna...
Yes. The next challenge
was
taste.
Oh, yeah.
Here I am sitting in this chair blindfolded. I don't know what's coming at me, y'all.
number one at 8.
You got it.
Does Pumpkin put her titty in his mouth? I don't love it. Big Rick looking over like this.
Big Rick, like, let me see that.
Big Rick is like looming like over them. But he still has a fork and knife in his hand. And like Pumpkin like pulls her boob out in a way where it's like it's just
It's a lot, and it's so funny. I mean, if you're gonna do it,
and it looks like she goes first, which I just think
Yeah.
is hilarious that she's like, and we're setting the bar.
yeah.
Who goes next? And it's like, what are you gonna do? Pull out your whole vagina?
Right.
Here's my foot.
Number 2 is there.
When Hottie sat on Flav's lap, he's got to know who it is. You can tell by how heavy she feels.
New York went and gave him her forehead. How do you taste the forehead?
I just went all out and I was just stuck my tongue in his mouth. That's a body part. Let's do it.
See, Smiley was smart. Make out with him.
Make out with him.
Let him taste your mouth. That's what he wants to do, anyways.
He loves tasting.
He
mouth.
loves. I hate it so much. Yeah, New York gave her forehead.
But does she have makeup on?
Yes, that's what's like. He just tasted her foundation.
What is it that Megan Thee Stallion, when those videos came out of like G-Eazy like licking all over her?
Oh my
and
god!
Then, people are like, "Why is he like licking your face?" And she responds with like, "He likes the way Fendi tastes."
Yes. That was such a weird moment because it was obvious because he posted pictures of them as if they were like together, and she was like, "Nah, we just had one night of fun." And he was like
heartbroken.
Heartbroken, which I mean, I get it.
I would be devastated.
I mean, it's Megan Thee Stallion. Like
that is the loss.
The loss. The loss. G-Eazy, he's lucky that he was even in her presence.
I mean, the audacity of a man.
He likes the way Fenty tastes. So the next challenge is touch. So Flav is behind a curtain, and he, everybody's giving him something to touch up on.
Now, I don't know exactly what the girls gave me to feel, but everything in back of that curtain felt great, folks. Oh, snap. I got a football in my hand.
Feel the titty!
I thought I passed out with flying colors.
Okay, sir, that's enough right there.
No, it
Thank you
ain't.
very much.
That was not enough. Come back. Number 6.
Smiley, got pretty provocative, so I have to step it up some more.
Whoa.
And so I gave my man my ass.
There's a lot
Let's
more
get the
to
cat out
that.
of Holly here, sir.
She gave her whole pussy.
She put his pussy in his hand. That's what I wrote down.
I got the whole
New York
pussy
gave
in my hand. I got the whole pussy in my hand. I got the whole pussy in my hand. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah. So obviously, I'm pretty sure New York probably wins that one.
Mm-hmm. Vaginal win.
Vaginal win.
Yeah, that I just think it's like we have to step it up. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her skirt is hiked up real high.
Real
Anyway, if you're
high.
just listening and you can't watch at home, just know that here in the studio we are concerned.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. I don't know. The lack of shame to just get fingered in front of these girls who you actively are not nice to is
Well, she's like, I mean, you gotta. I mean, Pumpkin put her titty in his mouth. Hottie and Goldie both gave him booty cheeks, and Smiley had just given him
Boob.
titty.
So she was like, "Here's."
She's
my
like, you know
entire
what? Yeah.
vagina."
She's competitive. She's like, let me step it up a notch.
I'm surprised she wasn't like, you know what? This is actually instead of your hand being on something, my hand's gonna be on something.
Oh!
That happens later, I'm sure.
Yeah, spoken like a true Libra. We love you. You know. We love you. Don't drown,
Rude.
my son.
Rude.
So this next one is also incredible. So it's a dancing challenge. So they're behind a screen with like lights behind them. So it's like he just basically sees like their shadow, their like silhouette.
Yeah.
Oh, it look like me coming out the back. I like that. Hey, we can go that way too. She doing her thing.
Good job. Thank you.
They
Number
can
5.
totally hear him.
Right. Okay.
Good body language.
So
Got
hot.
good body language there, number 5.
Oh, and
Oh,
she
she
can
can flip. Hey! Whoa! Yo, how come I can't be the floor right now, Rick? Why can't I be the floor?
Number 6.
She
You're on
is.
stage.
And Smiley.
Yo,
Came
man,
here
look
to
at the
kill it.
physique. Uh-oh.
She been naked.
Number 6 is getting kind of funky.
I just felt like beforehand, I just didn't show or look like I made an effort because so many things were going on. And I just want to show how badly I really want to get to know him.
Yo, number 6, you've been getting kind of fly around here. No, I'm saying let's give number 6
Look
love.
at how he's singing.
At this point, I definitely have to impress Flav. You know, I definitely have to step up if I want to remain.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, number 7. I ain't gonna lie, but she act like she really doing all that for me. Oh, snap.
Damn.
Damn.
So the stage breaks on New York.
That's pretty rough.
Oh, it's so funny.
I mean, obviously Smiley freaking kills it. The other girls are
100%. Smiley wins. They get to have a nice little date in the hot tub.
super cute.
Very cute.
Smiley does great.
Smiley. Yes.
Yep.
It goes great.
So there's one little Hottie in New York get into a little kerfuffle because the girls they're all in the kitchen and they're talking about who they would like to go home or who they think should go home. And Hottie says this.
I don't believe I'm going home tonight, so I'm not even going to dip into those feelings.
Who do you think's going home tonight?
All right, I wouldn't mind if New York went home.
You guys aren't going to talk about me like I'm not in the kitchen. I'm stiff competition.
If she were to ask me who do I think is going home, I would
You
say
know
that
what?
I don't
I'm not
think
going to
that
tell you to
you're going home.
sugarcoat it, but speed it up because I'm not going to give you all my energy. I'm going to eat my food and then get
I'm
ready for
saying that
elimination
if
tonight.
I'd rather have you out of the picture.
New York ain't going nowhere. Just know that.
Because Flav is
Just
my
know
man.
it. This is someone that's definitely crazy. You know, Hottie, she's here for the wrong reasons. She wants his money.
I'll be ready when you move on out and I can turn that room into a study.
New York is in the house. Just know that. Just be content with that. Suck that suck it up. Whether you want to breathe it in.
Flailing around right now with a knife in the kitchen.
I sure do. Knife in my hand, flailing it around, eating my steak, and I'm loving it. And I'm gonna keep the knife in my hand.
Well, go ahead. Why don't you finish your steak? I wasn't talking to you.
There wasn't really anything I could say because I wasn't under fire. So I wanted to
Poor
keep
Red
that. I wanted
Oyster.
to be quiet. I
She's just
wanted
stuck
to
in the
not
middle.
fuel the fire.
And live with it. Just live with it, Hottie.
Live with it.
Live with it.
Live with it.
Live with it.
the first time
I
she's
love
ever
that.
walked away.
It's so good. Funny. So we get down to
Elimination. There is
elimination.
some drama because when it gets down to the final 2, New York hasn't gotten a clock yet.
Yes.
And that is when we find out that I forget when it comes up earlier in the episode, but it comes up with Red Oyster that her father was in her dad?
Her dad was in a really bad car accident.
Right, so she decides to eliminate herself.
Can I step out for a second? Can I say something?
I thought she was just gonna give a speech and rat out Hottie or something like that.
My father just got in a terrible car accident. Before elimination, one of my friends left a message saying that my father got in a terrible car accident.
You know, the car is completely totaled, and, you know, I don't know how your dad's doing.
I didn't want to show my true feelings to anyone. I still love you, but I would like to be there for my family right now. Therefore, I'm eliminating myself. All I kept hearing in my head was, go home, go home. You need to be with your family. I knew that I had to do something.
I'm very, very sorry to hear about your father. And I just want to say that myself, everybody here is with you and your family right now. And if there's anything you need, holla at your boy. I'll be right there for you, like you have been here for me.
Absolutely.
You've been here for me, man. That's why I was keeping you around.
So he also, when this, after all of this, he never says who the last two.
Because New York demands to know, and he won't tell her.
Yeah.
So, because it's down to the final 3 people, and there's 2 clocks left: Red Oyster, Hottie, and New York.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, like, that's why I was keeping you around, which to me means she was getting a clock.
Yep.
So the last clock is between Hottie and New York. Who was going to get that clock?
Which is so crazy. So it was so wild, because if New York would have gotten eliminated this episode,
the whole,
like, the whole franchise would be completely different. I don't think that would not have been as successful of a franchise if New York would have gotten eliminated this episode.
And she certainly wouldn't have. I don't think if she'd gotten eliminated this episode, we would see what happened in season 2 with her coming, not just showing up as a guest and then coming back on fully to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and then her having all of those spin-offs. I don't think she would have had any of those.
Nope.
So we wouldn't have had all of that. Yeah. It's interesting.
It is. So we are left with, we have, there's New York, Hottie,
Smiley,
Hoops, Smiley, Goldie,
and
Pumpkin. Yep. Well, yeah, that's the episode.
Yeah, it's like we said, not as much fun drama, but still some interesting things to note.
Mm-hmm.
And Red Oyster. I hope her dad's okay.
Yeah, I do too. I know, it's super sad.
Super sad. And I imagine, I would probably make the same call. So
right, it was a smart move. Absolutely.
Of course. She also got to get out before anything bad was found out about her, which comes up in the reunion of her actually being married, separated, questionably, we don't know, but married the whole time. So, anyway, so yeah, that is episode 5 of Flavor of Love.
The next episode, it gets
so spicy.
Real.
I'm so excited for the next episode.
We have been waiting. There's like this episode.
We've been teasing about this episode since the first episode.
Because it really, all the episodes until like the finale are so fucking good.
They're so funny.
They're so good. There's so much, because now I think now that we are down to so many girls, like, they can really hone in on all of the, like, just, I don't know, like, all the drama, and they've been in that house for so long together, isolated.
You see there's parts where, like, Hoops is, like, hanging on to Goldie, or they're, like, very close. They're being very intimate with one another. They're really having these super strong friendships. And then there's still the outliers of Hottie in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, the other girls are kind of, tolerant of each other, or very good friends. Yeah, it seems like. So, I am excited to see more of it.
Me too!
I'm excited for the next episode. I just saw a note that says Pumpkin's goddamn hair. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. The next episode is going to be Very exciting.
Oh, so good.
So, follow along. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube. Hit that little bell so that you get our notifications. You know when we're putting out content.
Absolutely. And also
Socials.
subscribe to our Patreon. Patreon. We have been trying to make sure to put videos out consistently every Tuesday, but sometimes life gets in the way. So to help us be able to consistently
reach,
put out put out
content, put out podcasts, put out stuff for you.
It would be super helpful, and we'd be very appreciative of you guys subscribing to our Patreon.
Yeah,
you get a bunch of exclusive content.
Yeah,
and
whole
it's just a
pics.
real good time. Yeah, it's whole pics.
And follow our. If you're broke as a joke, that's okay. So are we. Feel free to follow for free our Instagram, What's Their Sign Pod, and on TikTok, What's Their Sign Pod. And if you want to email us about how great and pretty we are, it's What's Their Sign Pod @gmail.com. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Yes. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye.